This is a major push for climate action in a highly vulnerable country like the Gambia. The Resilient Gambia Project is designed to reduce the country's vulnerability to sea level rise and associated climate change impacts by improving coastal defenses and enhancing adaptive capacities of coastal communities. The initiative, according to officials, represents another major milestone in the government's effort to strengthen the country's ecosystem. Key stakeholders, partners, and other important climate actors gathered for the launch ceremony, introducing the objective of the project and outlined the expected impact, citing the need to foster a collaborative efforts towards its implementation. The Director of Climate at the Ministry of Finance, Aissatou Camara, noted that climate change negatively impacts socio-economic activities, hampering the livelihoods of people and communities. She thanked the donors for their timely support in this regard.
This project would really help us in addressing some of the impacts of climate change that we face. For example, when we talk about flooding, especially along the coastlines, having some restoration done, especially mangrove, would really help prevent some of the flooding that we experience as a country. Quite pleased with this funding support from the French Development Agency.
Officials say the project's primary objective is to support the extensive rehabilitation of mangrove ecosystems and enhance the resilience of coastal communities to climate change and preserving and restoring their natural beauty. The ambassador of France to the Gambia, Stéphane Dovat, reiterated the aims and objectives of the project in drive to rehabilitate and restore various ecosystems and landscapes that have been degraded.
Our planet is not simply our environment. It's not just a backdrop made for us. It's a living system we must respect, protect, and honor. Here in the Gambia, nearly 1 million people depend on mangrove ecosystems for their well-being. Mangrove provide food, fuel, building material, and much more. That is why the Resilient Gambia Project is fully aligned with the national priorities. It will place strong emphasis on local economic empowerment, especially for women and youth. That's one of the reasons the Ministry of Gender is present here today and very committed.
According to officials, the project targets a total restoration area estimated at 800 hectares, 300 within the 3 existing marine protected areas and 500 within the 2 proposed marine protected areas. Officials also hint at plans to consider additional 5 intervention areas, namely Baobab Bolong, Wetland Reserve and Jokado National Parks, as well as Bintang Bolong and Elephant Island. The Permanent Secretary at the Ministry of Environment, Ibrahima Jawara, was also in attendance and had this to say.
The RGP will create opportunities for national and regional knowledge exchange. The Gambian experience of implementing this integrated restoration and conservation model can serve as a reference for other West African countries that face similar climate and biodiversity challenges. We intend to share our lessons through relevant regional networks, including the West African Marine Protected Area Network, WAMPAM. The RGP, therefore, is not just a local intervention, but a regional contribution to the fight against ecosystem degradation and climate vulnerability.
Meanwhile, the French embassy in Banjul reaffirmed its commitment to supporting the Gambia in combating climate change. Stakeholders were urged to take ownership of the project for national interests now and for posterity. Omar Faye, GRTS.